the Pittsburgh Steelers, taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, the temperatures are cooling off, but the sun is still shining, and that makes for perfect football weather in the city of Pittsburgh at Acrisure Stadium.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This defense for the Steelers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. On play action, they'll throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after, good by Groupie.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Steelers. First time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Looking to throw on second down. Gabriel. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Steelers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. Gabriel. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Off play action. Gabriel. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Porter. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, they clearly wanted the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack him because right now...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Brian Robinson Jr. with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll set up to throw.
Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. They're going to look to throw.
That one complete to McConkey.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You look at this Steeler defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll set up a throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, green. Hey, check mega. Smash, red.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The offense on third down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 17. And Walker with it over the middle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camp?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And here's a handoff to Gainwell.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Robinson up the middle.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
To throw on 3rd down, Gabriel.
That is caught, and in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf,
a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just